thought about how weird it is that Ariel from The Little Mermaid not only decided to make a deal with a sea witch, but change herself to get Eric's attention and fall happily in love? I have. Why do we do stuff like that? Wish I could be part of that world. I mean, it's a pretty song, but do we really want to be a part of someone else's world where we are required to be changing ourselves just to fit in? We do it a lot. It's super weird that we decide to like just change ourselves to meet the needs of other people. Creepy. This episode of You Are Here is sponsored by Uniball. Start your story. Also, friends, please don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on those notifications. Thank you. So with the Little Mermaid live action version coming out, I was thinking while I was journaling this morning with my Uniball pen that I had a really bad habit of trying to change myself to fit into other people's world. That's the life lesson. It's not a good idea. Sure, Ariel and Eric live happily ever after and all those things, but one, it's a cartoon. Or live action, but it's fictitious. Two, is that in the long run what you really want to do? See, the thing about these romantic comedies and these, romantic movies that we watch is that they get you up to the point where they fall in love and ride off into the sunset, but they don't tell you what happens after the sun goes down and it's dark and life hits. Because what you changed beforehand, the tension that brings doesn't just magically go away because you're all in love. The love feelings fade away and then you're just like, oh, I don't feel like myself. Oh, everything doesn't seem great. Oh, these rose-colored glasses come off and I actually don't like being this person. That's kind of what happened to me. So Ariel sees Eric and she's like, whew, he fine. I got to get me some legs or something because I'm trying to be over there part of his world, right? Now this girl is gorgeous, talented, she has a voice that's amazing. Hello, she is like a fish person, so she's got that going for herself. Her dad is the king of the sea, and not like I don't know why they made me think of Chicken of the Sea, sorry, intrusive thoughts, but her dad is the king of the sea. She's got all these things going for her, and she decides to hit up Ursula the sea witch to trade her voice for some feet. Bruh, I need to be able to talk. I need to, think about how significant that is. All jokes aside, she gives up the thing that she can use to advocate for herself. She gives up her gift, her voice, to fit into someone else's world. All for the name of love. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not a pessimist. I am all about the love. We're feeling the vibes, man. I'm all about the love. Howsoever, you gotta love yourself in order to love other people. So how can I do that if I am giving up the things that make me me? So if you really think about it, Eric sees this woman with feet, right? And obviously, again, fictitious story. We know that he finds out that she's actually a mermaid, all these different things. But he sees somebody that she's not. So doesn't that mean that he likes somebody that she's not? Now, of course, we all want to believe this romanticized version of, life, that people will see our hearts and know the true person that we are on the inside. But if you are portraying yourself as something that you're not, how can they know that they're getting the real version of you? Because they're not. So recently I've been going through a lot of things, and I will share more about that in probably the next couple episodes of this series. But what I've been realizing as I've been journaling and just, in retrospect, everything of course is 2020 in hindsight. I've been realizing that I've spent a lot of my life trying to be somebody else, presenting an inauthentic version of myself to fit into other people's ideal world. While it may have appeased other people because it made them comfortable, it made me feel like I was losing myself. It made me chronically depressed. It made me have a lot of anxiety. It made me want to withdraw and, not really talk to anybody, not really go around. I saw a major change in myself, and the things that I love, the things that I want out of life became less important, and I became less of who I was because I was trying to just be, what other people wanted me to be. Some of that comes from insecurity, some from abuse. if you've dealt with narcissists, manipulators, controllers, gaslighters, different things like that, it's very easy to minimize yourself and put yourself in a position where you become what they want because it's easier. You keep the peace, but you're sacrificing yourself essentially, and that's no good for you. That's no good for me, and that's not what we want to do. That doesn't help us get to where we're trying to go in the long run. Think about it this way. When I'm talking to my therapist, shout out to my therapist, I usually refer to myself as a sunflower. If I were a flower, I would identify as a sunflower. And when I look back over my life, I feel like I've been a sunflower in a sea of roses. And at one point or another, I saw so many people being attracted to the roses. And so I tried to become a rose. If you don't know this about sunflowers, they can grow to like 16 feet tall. They're made up of hundreds of other little flowers. They're bold in color. They have healing properties. There are all these really cool things about sunflowers that are different from roses. And so essentially, I had to shrink myself and try to change my colors and my whole entire form to fit my environment, instead of really taking the time to think about the fact that maybe my environment wasn't conducive to my growth. I mean, at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with people liking roses. You can prefer roses. But if I'm a sunflower and I'm not your preference, that's okay too. Those people are just not my people. Now, of course, it's a Disney movie, so it all worked out in the end with Ariel and Eric. But realistically, it's always better for us to be authentic. Your people are always going to find you. So if you're in a situation right now where you feel like you are being inauthentic to appease other people, I want to encourage you, first of all, to notice that you are here and we are here together. And we can both decide right now in this moment to be authentic, because we have people who will love us for who we are. And if you haven't found those people yet, they will find you. And if you feel like they won't, then I'm your person, because who you are matters. Who you are is meant to be in this world. And so I hope you are encouraged. Journal today if you have not done so. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button so that you do not miss the next episode of You Are Here. I love you guys so much. I'll talk to you soon.